Thank you, guys. We have Becky Johnson. Becky Johnson, are you here? Okay. Hi, I'm, as I said, Becky Johnson, and she was correct. I came over from Seaside, California, with the Salinas Monterey County Homeless Union. And I've also served for about, I guess 25 years up in Santa Cruz with another organization called HUF, Homeless United for Friendship and Freedom. And what we're doing is advocating for the rights of homeless people. So they say that the enemy of good is the perfect. And I think that having served a number of years ago, I spent 4 years on a nonprofit service organization up in Santa Cruz. And I've seen budgets with service providers and counselors and referral social workers, the whole gamut, crisis counselors, drug abuse, etc. They can pad a budget. And then they can say, well, we would love to help homeless people with a project or a program or a shelter or some affordable housing. But, it's so expensive. Look at our budget sheet. And it's insane because the rights that we're advocating for are the right to exist in public spaces. Most of the things that are crimes now were innocent behavior up until 9 or 10 years ago, when a series of ordinances have been passed to criminalize sitting on a sidewalk or lying down or sleeping. And in Santa Cruz, it's illegal to sleep between 11 p.m. and 8:30 a.m. anywhere outdoors on public or private property. And there it's an infraction. The difference between an infraction and a misdemeanor: infraction, you do not get a public defender, and you do not have the right to a jury trial. This ordinance that Fresno has enacted, apparently they're ready for paying for all the public defenders of all the homeless people and for jury trials. And I hope the citizens of Fresno are ready to sit on a lot of juries and get pulled out from their yuppie jobs and have to sit and listen to testimony for days about whether a person was existing in a public space in a criminal way. So I'm so heartened to see so many people here tonight, and the work that Mike Rhodes has been doing. We have to publicize our stories. We have to use the internet like a club. We have to embarrass public authorities. We have the moral authority. We're right. We're on the right side. We're on the side of justice. We're on the side of humanity. And it's Yom Kippur tonight, by the way. Sunset to sunset. So I hope nobody's eating or drinking anything. But anyway, it's the Day of Atonement. So I hope that the members of the Fresno City Council and the Fresno Police Department are doing their Day of Atonement tonight and considering every injustice and indignity and harassment that they've heaped on homeless people in the city of Fresno in this past year. And it is a mountain of abuse, harassment, and misuse of authority. We need to should respect our police. But when our police are set out to hunt homeless people down like prey and fill our jails up with people who just need a home, there's a lot of toning to go on tonight. All right, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you guys so much. I know we're supposed to keep them really short. We have one more of the street family members that would like to come up with you guys, and then we'll be done on our part. Billie? Billie? Billie's over there sleeping because this is the first time they actually get to sleep in peace. They're very protected right now. Thank you, Billie.
Hello, everybody. First off, I'd like to just say I love you guys, and my heart goes out to you. We're all in the same boat here. You know, we're all people. We all feel things. You know, it seems like we're up against Fresno now. You know, and the world's changing around us. You know, and the Bible talks about it. You know, it says all these things must come to pass. We're seeing it happen. You look around you and you look at Matthew 24 in the Bible, and it says these things right here. You know, people are going to choose the things of the world over love, over what God is. And, you know, we're going to watch the hearts of man wax over. You know, people are going to start forgetting about the what we were created with, compassion and love. And so don't look away from one another anymore. Love one another. You know, when you see somebody suffering, do what you can, even if it's just a little. It's better than nothing. I mean, people are gonna suffer. It's part of the trials of life to get stronger, you know. It's up to us to overcome. It's a choice. You know, this is just something we're up against as people. Something that's been done before over and over in history. You know, Hitler did it. He tried to genocide an entire population, people, one race, you know what I mean? It was a hypocritical act. You know, and it's another thing that's going on today, and people forget that in the end, there's only one person judging. You know, and if we think about that, you know, who are you to look at me any different? You know, so, well, I love you, and God bless your day, you know, that's what I say. You know, at the end of the night, you know, I have my righteousness and I feel just. I feel like wherever I'm sleeping, I'm safe, and I'm not hungry, and I'm protected. You know, and God gave me a whole world to live on, not a house. It's like living in a cave. You can't even see the heavens. You're just staring at a ceiling, and you're blind by, you know, all the things that's going on around you. You're not really living life for what it's worth when you're inside of a house. You know, you work all month long for this income, and you go stay in your mansion, and you don't even know what your other room looks like because you're too busy working. And it's not that you don't have the ability to work, it's that some people have different preferences in life. Some people are guided by, you know, a different hand. It's not our own feet that are walking, and it's not our own voice that is speaking. You know, we give it to something else that's stronger than ourselves because, well, it is what it is. You know, life takes us places that we don't understand, and if you can't handle it, then that's the point where you lay down and die. You know, if you're meant to handle it, you know, you keep on moving forward. And I believe, like, the thief in the night is death. You know, it comes when it comes. Nobody knows it. You know, so keep on living until that time. You know, we're human beings. Love each other compassionately.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening to all the street family members. I think it's really important that they have a voice too and to be heard. And I appreciate all the street family members coming down and supporting us, supporting them. So I'm gonna hand it over to Mike because we got something to tell you.
I'm gonna give the mic to Wes White, who has come here all the way from Salinas, and he brought us the sound system. If it wasn't for Wes, we would not be listening to this tonight. Thank you, Wes. Come on up.
Cool. Quite welcome. I'm glad. Actually, I was worried about the generator, so I'm glad there's no generator. So my name is Wes White. I'm from Salinas. I'm president of Salinas Homeless Union. I encourage you to collectivize, organize, and get with it because this guy knows answers, she knows answers. People know the answers, and we need the people power to go with it. We've been able to change a lot just by being involved in the process of what you guys are doing. Just even challenging the ordinance is big. Also, know your rights is huge. I'm glad for that. One thing that I would say is if you're at all in a group or even by yourself, try to make sure you got a charged cell phone and enough room because the body cam video, that's city property. That's not your property. That's publicly private. So you need your own defense. You need your own words. And actually, so when you do it, your video, don't say anything. You know, if they come down and they give you a ticket, go ahead and hand over your ID because they have to identify you or arrest you. But you don't answer anything. Let them do all the talking. Let them give you whatever explanations they want. Your witness, the video, will tell whether or not what they said is legal. Because they'll tell you, hey, why don't you go out in the county? Nobody's picking on you over there. Why don't you go over here? They are very suggestive. And you need to be very careful of that and wise of that. And the video cameras is why I video everything. I've got a YouTube channel, and we've been making a big difference. And I encourage you to do this. And I love how there's like 5 cameras right here. So this is your best friend. The camera is your witness, and it's going to get you out of trouble. So please do that. Get involved in the process. Get to talking to your people, your electeds, your county. The city, in my city, we got 3 guys. I call them the unholy trinity, the manager, the mayor, and the attorney. These 3 guys can unilaterally say, I don't care that I'm going to make the counties responsible for the jail and the judge and probation. Those guys are getting paid. The construction guys are getting paid. The yard workers are getting paid. They're buying real estate, and they're doing it on your suffering. So you got to start sticking up, show up, keep on talking. These personal stories is what kills an awful lot of this hate. So being yourself, be true to yourself. If you can be the polar opposite of these kind of dirty talk things, isms, criminal, stinky, whatever, messy. Have you seen what happens behind people's houses? If you look behind their doors, how dirty and messy and hoarderish they are. I mean, it's crazy. We're so interested in how much stuff can we do, like Hungry Hippo. You know the true meaning of life. You really do. And keep at it, man. You're beautiful.